What if everything you were taught about money, go to school, get a good job, save for retirement, was setting you up to stay broke? Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki covers what you need to know to get rich. Robert grew up with two fathers, one poor, one rich, and the lessons they taught him changed how millions of people think about wealth. Let's dive in. Robert's actual dad was an educated man who believed in the importance of going to a good school and getting a good job. He is referred to as Poor Dad in the book. Rich Dad is the dad of Robert's close friend, and in the book he doesn't start out rich, he's just a hard worker, lifetime learner, and he thinks differently. With that in mind, let's continue. Most people spend their lives working for money, but the rich flip the script. They make money work for them. Fear keeps people stuck in jobs they don't love. They trade their time, become slaves to money, and never escape the cycle Robert calls the rat race. The system is designed to keep you working. The real wealth isn't money, it's education. Build your financial intelligence and you'll build lasting wealth. Think about it. People say, I'm not interested in money, yet they work 8 hours a day for a paycheck. Without financial intelligence, money disappears quickly. With it, you can solve problems and create more money in your life. Robert believes that it's not about how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. If you want to be rich, you need to be financially literate. You must know the difference between an asset and a liability. Rich people acquire assets. The poor and middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. If you want to be rich, you've got to read and understand numbers. Robert Kiyosaki says it's important to mind your own business. Financial struggle usually happens because people spend their entire lives working for someone else. They focus on their income, not their assets. They focus on someone else's business and not their own. That's the mistake. Your business revolves around your asset column, as opposed to your income column. The rich focus on the asset column, while everyone else focuses on their income statements, clinging to their jobs. So what is an asset? Assets are things that put money in your pocket, whether you're working or not. They fall into categories like, number 1, businesses you don't have to manage or run yourself. If you have to work there, it's not a business, it's a job. Number 2, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Number 3, income-generating real estate. Number 4, notes and IOUs. Number 5, royalties from intellectual property. Music, books, scripts, patents, anything with value that produces income or appreciates over time. Liabilities, on the other hand, drain you. They look good when you buy them, but they have no real value once you bring them home. An employee with a safe job but no financial education has no escape. If you work for money, your employer has the power. If you make money work for you, then you have the power. So keep your job if you need it, but start buying income-producing assets, lowering expenses, and reducing liabilities. You need to learn the law, particularly taxes, and how the system works. You need to understand the benefits of owning a corporation. A corporation has its own income statement. That means your assets flow into the corporation's income, and your expenses come out of that account, before taxes. Think of every dollar in your asset column as an employee. Each one works hard, recruits more employees, and rewards the boss, you. But if you rely only on a paycheck from an employer, you're not the boss. You're the product, like a cow lined up for milking. Why be the cow when you can own the farm? That's the power of owning your own corporation. Corporations earn, then spend, then pay taxes. Employees who work for corporations earn, pay taxes, and then spend what's left. It's not the smart people who get ahead, but the bold. Outside of academics, success takes more than good grades. Guts and courage are needed. Fear and self-doubt limit most people. Don't let fear stop you on your journey to becoming rich. Most people only know one formula. Work hard, save, spend, and borrow. But here's the truth. Money isn't real. It's an idea. The more you believe money is real, the harder you'll work for it. If you can grasp the idea that money isn't real and that you can create it with your mind, then you'll grow rich faster. A well-trained mind can build enormous wealth. Financial intelligence comes from mastering 4 skills: financial literacy, or reading numbers, investing, understanding markets, and knowing the rules of the game. This includes awareness of the law, accounting, corporate, state, and national rules and regulations. Therefore, invest more in your financial education than in stocks, real estate, or anything else. Here's the biggest obstacle: fear of failure. Most people never get rich because they're terrified of losing. But failure is part of the process of success. If you avoid failure, you avoid success. So keep developing your financial intelligence and plant seeds inside your asset column. Job security meant everything to Robert's poor dad. Learning meant everything to his rich dad. JOB is an acronym for just over broke. Working to learn the skills and how the business functions is what Rich Dad enjoyed. Here's the truth. In business, you don't need to know everything. You need to know a little about a lot. The hardest part of running a company isn't the numbers. It's managing people. Owning your own company comes with responsibilities and risks. But Robert says jobs are riskier in the long term. Most workers work hard enough to not get fired, and owners pay just enough to keep them from quitting. To become rich, you must do what most people are not doing, and that requires managing your focus. The 3 most important management skills are managing cash flow, managing systems, including your time and your family life, and managing people. The specialized skills you'll need include sales and understanding markets. Finally, communication skills, such as writing, speaking, and negotiating, are critical to success. A big difference between rich people and poor people is how they manage fear. Robert says the greatest reason for a lack of financial success is that most people play it too safe. For most people, the reason they don't win financially is because the pain of losing money is greater than the joy of being rich. Failure inspires winners. Failure defeats losers. The author recommends to put a lot of eggs in a few baskets. Don't do what the poor and middle-class people do. Put their eggs in many baskets. The rich don't scatter their efforts everywhere. They pick a few strong assets or ventures. Then they study, master, and grow those baskets until they multiply wealth. Rich Dad believed that saying the words, "I can't afford it," shut down your brain. Asking, "How can I afford it?" opened up possibilities, excitement, and dreams. And he believed if you're scared to lose money, then you're scared to make money. While losing capital is never the goal as an investor, your losses teach you something about financial intelligence that books and courses cannot. There is gold everywhere. You just need to be trained to see it. To help with this, Robert explains 10 powers that you can control. Number 1, find a reason greater than reality. Most people choose not to be rich because they lack a reason that drives them. Number 2, make daily choices. Your spending habits reveal who you are. Poor people have poor spending habits. The first investment you make should be in your education, and that doesn't necessarily mean school. Number 3, choose your friends carefully. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Number 4, master a formula, then learn a new one. You become what you study. Number 5, pay yourself first. Lack of self-discipline is the biggest difference between the rich, the poor, and the middle class. Rich people are disciplined in paying themselves first. Each month, they allocate money to their asset column before they pay their monthly expenses. Their money works before it gets spent. Commit to a plan of paying yourself first. Number 6, pay your brokers well. A great advisor is worth the fee because they can help you multiply your money and help you avoid losing money. Number 7, be an Indian giver. Learn how to have money work for you. The smart investor's first question is, how fast do I get my money back? Robert believes that debt can be okay sometimes if it buys you cash flowing assets. Otherwise, avoid it. Number 8, Use assets to buy luxuries. Build assets first, then let those assets fund the luxuries. Number 9, choose heroes. Find role models who make investing look simple. If they can do it, you can learn too. Having a mentor who's successful with finances is invaluable. And number 10, teach and you shall receive. The more you share what you've learned, the more it multiplies for you. Giving comes before receiving. Stop doing what isn't working. Find people who've already done what you want to do and learn from them. Robert says, "When I want to buy real estate, I don't overthink. I look at multiple properties and write multiple offers. If I don't know the perfect number, that's fine. That's why real estate agents exist. My job is to make offers and keep the process moving." That's the lesson. Take action. Search, make offers, face rejection, negotiate, and accept. Strive for progress rather than perfection. But here's a problem. Most people think too small. Small thinkers don't get big breaks. Many giant companies on the stock exchange started out small, but they grew because someone dared to think big and act bold. On the topic of investing, you don't need millions to start. Begin with a few dollars and grow it. That's where knowing the 3 types of income is useful: earned income, passive income, and portfolio income. Earned income is money you work for. Passive and portfolio income is money working for you. The rich focus on converting earned money into passive or portfolio income. Why? Because earned income is heavily taxed, and passive income is taxed at a lesser rate. Real estate investors, for example, are constantly converting earned money into assets that generate passive or portfolio income. So, understand the 3 incomes: how to build and how to protect them. Become the master of money. Please like and subscribe if you found the video to be helpful. Share the video with a friend.